What if a missile could think for itself, change targets mid-flight, and strike before defenses even realize they're under attack? Military generals are alarmed, Iran is on high alert, and global defense analysts are quietly asking one question: has Israel just rewritten the rules of modern warfare? Stay with us, because what you're about to hear changes everything. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Warvex Intelligence. What you are about to hear has already sent shockwaves through military command rooms across the Middle East and beyond. In recent intelligence briefings, one classified term keeps surfacing again and again: icebreaker. This is not just another missile, and it is not simply an upgrade of existing systems. According to defense insiders, Israel's icebreaker AI missile represents a fundamental shift in how wars may be fought in the coming decade. What makes this development shocking is not just its speed or precision, but its ability to independently analyze battlefield data, prioritize targets, and adapt its mission without human intervention. For decades, militaries relied on layered air defenses, early warning radars, and electronic countermeasures to protect strategic assets. Icebreaker appears designed to challenge all of that at once. Reports suggest that once launched, it becomes nearly unpredictable to enemy systems, making interception extremely difficult. This is why senior generals, not just in Iran but across multiple regions, are reassessing their defensive doctrines. The emergence of this weapon raises uncomfortable questions. If missiles can now think, decide, and strike autonomously, who truly controls the battlefield anymore? The Icebreaker AI missile is believed to be the result of years of classified research combining artificial intelligence, sensor fusion, and advanced guidance systems. Unlike conventional missiles that follow pre-programmed paths, Icebreaker reportedly processes real-time data from satellites, drones, and electronic intelligence platforms while in flight. This allows it to recognize changes in the battlefield environment instantly. If a target relocates, activates decoys, or deploys countermeasures, the missile does not panic or fail, it adapts. This capability places enormous pressure on traditional air defense systems, which are designed to predict trajectories and respond within narrow parameters. Defense analysts suggest that Icebreaker's AI can also assess which targets offer the highest strategic value at any given moment. That means command centers, radar installations, or mobile missile launchers could be prioritized automatically. For military planners, this is deeply unsettling. It reduces reaction time to seconds and removes the human hesitation that often slows decision-making. In simulated scenarios reportedly reviewed by NATO analysts, systems similar to Icebreaker achieved penetration rates that exceeded expectations. This explains why global military establishments are watching Israel's development very closely. Iran's reaction to the Icebreaker AI missile has been cautious but telling. While official statements remain measured, intelligence movements suggest heightened alert levels across several Iranian military districts. Radar stations have reportedly increased operational readiness, and air defense drills have intensified. The concern for Tehran is not merely the missile's destructive capability, but the uncertainty it introduces. Traditional deterrence relies on predictability, knowing what the enemy can do and how to respond. Icebreaker disrupts that balance. Iranian defense planners must now consider the possibility that critical assets could be targeted dynamically, without warning patterns that defenses can recognize in advance. This uncertainty complicates strategic calculations and raises the risk of misinterpretation during times of tension. From Israel's perspective, this ambiguity may be intentional. A weapon that is not fully understood can deter adversaries without ever being fired. Military history shows that perceived technological superiority often shapes outcomes before conflict even begins. In this context, Icebreaker may function as much as a psychological weapon as a physical one. Its mere existence forces adversaries to invest heavily in countermeasures, stretching resources and attention. What truly sets Icebreaker apart is the integration of artificial intelligence at the decision level. In previous generations of weapons, AI assisted targeting but did not command it. Icebreaker reportedly crosses that threshold. This raises profound ethical and strategic questions. Who is responsible if an autonomous system makes a lethal decision? How do escalation controls function when machines operate at machine speed? Military ethicists argue that such systems compress the timeline for human oversight, increasing the risk of rapid escalation. At the same time, proponents argue that AI-driven precision could reduce collateral damage by selecting targets more accurately than stressed human operators. Israel has long emphasized precision warfare. An icebreaker may be a continuation of that doctrine. However, once such technology exists, it rarely remains exclusive. Other nations are already investing heavily in similar systems. The concern among global strategists is that an AI arms race could lower the threshold for conflict, as leaders may feel shielded by automated superiority. Icebreaker is not just a missile. It is a signal that warfare is entering a new phase where speed, data, and autonomy dominate. From a technical standpoint, Icebreaker is believed to use a multi-layered guidance architecture. This includes inertial navigation, satellite guidance, and AI-driven visual recognition. The missile's onboard processors reportedly compare sensor input against vast databases of known military signatures. This allows it to distinguish between decoys and real assets with increasing accuracy as it learns. Such learning capability means the system improves over time, making each deployment more effective than the last. For defenders, this is a nightmare scenario. Countermeasures that work once may fail the next time. Additionally, icebreakers' reported low observable characteristics complicate detection. Reduced radar cross-section and adaptive flight profiles limit early warning. This combination of stealth, intelligence, and autonomy is what has military experts describing the system as a game changer. It forces a rethink of everything from base protection to force deployment. Static defenses become liabilities, while mobility and dispersion gain renewed importance. In essence, Icebreaker reshapes the chessboard on which modern warfare is played. Historically, Israel has leveraged technological innovation to offset numerical disadvantages. Icebreaker fits squarely within this strategic tradition. By investing in advanced systems, Israel seeks to maintain qualitative superiority in a volatile region. Analysts believe Icebreaker is designed primarily as a deterrent, an unspoken reminder of Israel's reach and precision. Yet deterrence is only effective if credibility is maintained. Carefully leaked details, controlled demonstrations, and strategic ambiguity all play a role in signaling capability without revealing vulnerabilities. For neighboring states, this creates a dilemma. Ignoring the development risks falling behind, while responding aggressively risks escalation. This dynamic may explain why regional militaries are adjusting quietly rather than publicly. Beyond the Middle East, major powers are also paying attention. Lessons learned from Icebreaker's design could influence future doctrines worldwide. In that sense, this missile is not just an Israeli asset. It is a preview of where global military technology is heading. The introduction of AI-driven missiles also impacts command and control structures. Traditional hierarchies rely on sequential decision-making, detection, assessment, authorization, and engagement. Icebreaker compresses these stages dramatically. This demands new doctrines that emphasize resilience and redundancy. Militaries must ensure that communications disruptions or cyber interference do not lead to unintended consequences. Cybersecurity becomes as critical as physical defense. If AI systems are compromised, the results could be catastrophic. Israel is known for robust cyber capabilities, suggesting significant safeguards are in place. Still, the very complexity of such systems introduces new vulnerabilities. This paradox, greater capability paired with new risks, is central to the debate surrounding autonomous weapons. Icebreaker sits at the heart of this debate, embodying both the promise and peril of AI in warfare. International law has yet to catch up with the realities introduced by systems like Icebreaker. Existing frameworks were designed for human decision makers, not autonomous algorithms. Legal scholars argue that accountability mechanisms must evolve rapidly. Without clear norms, misunderstandings could escalate into conflict. Israel has historically operated within a framework of legal justification for its military actions, emphasizing precision and proportionality. Whether AI systems can fully align with these principles remains an open question. As more nations pursue similar technologies, pressure will mount for international agreements. However, history suggests that regulation often lags behind innovation. Until then, systems like Icebreaker will exist in a gray zone, shaping strategic behavior through uncertainty. For Iran and other regional actors, the strategic response may focus on dispersion, deception, and resilience. Hardened facilities, mobile platforms, and redundant systems reduce vulnerability. At the same time, investments in electronic warfare and cyber capabilities could offer asymmetric counters. The contest becomes one of adaptation rather than dominance. Icebreaker accelerates this cycle. Each innovation prompts a counter, which in turn drives further innovation. This is the essence of modern military competition. What makes the current moment unique is the speed at which these cycles occur. AI compresses development timelines, leaving little room for complacency. Militaries that fail to adapt risk strategic surprise. Ultimately, Israel's Icebreaker AI missile symbolizes a broader transformation in warfare. It reflects a shift from platform-centric power to data-centric dominance. Control of information, speed of analysis, and autonomy now define military advantage. For generals and policymakers, this demands a new mindset. Success will depend not only on hardware, but on integration, doctrine, and ethical judgment. Icebreaker is a warning and a preview, a glimpse of conflicts where decisions unfold faster than human reflexes. Whether this leads to greater stability through deterrence or heightened risk through automation remains uncertain. What is clear is that the age of intelligent weapons has arrived, and the world must grapple with its consequences. If you found this analysis valuable, subscribe to Warvex Intelligence for deep, fact-based breakdowns of modern warfare. Like this video, share it with fellow defense enthusiasts, and comment below. Do you think AI weapons will prevent wars or make them more dangerous?